we did end in the red for the equity markets. It was a good bounce back from the day's low. The advanced decline ratio was closed at close to 1:2, and the broader markets too saw a good intraday recovery, in fact, to end rather flat. In terms of sectoral movers, well, it was metals and technology. They did see a good bounce back in intraday trade, whereas FMCG and the real estate index that continued to get pounded. Index gainers included a Bharti Airtel, a good reception to its numbers today. Dr. Reddy's too was up and about. BHAL witnessed quite a bit of respite, and something like a Lupin too was in the green. Andhra Bank put out its numbers, a poor operating performance, NIIs under pressure, other income, in fact, which was aided by the treasury gains as seen in most of the banks, and you had the high provisions on account of a sharp deterioration in the asset quality that played havoc with the stock, which ended lower. JSW Steel put out its numbers. Remember, results aren't comparable with Q1 FY 2013 as JSW Steel merged with JSW Ispat, but a good set of numbers nonetheless. The profits came in at 382 crores versus a profit of 49 crores, and the exceptional loss, if you adjust for that, of 862 crores, it was a good set of numbers. And you had the sales, which came in at 10,141 crore rupees. Balrampur Chini, well, you had the numbers coming out and a loss of 9.7 crores versus a loss of 18 crores. The top line growth was lower by 1.4% and the counter deep in the red. Karnataka Bank, well, a disaster in terms of the numbers. You had the profits which came in higher by 12%. NIIs were higher, but it was the asset quality which worsened to 3.2%. For the gross NPAs and the net NPAs at 1.96% versus 1.51%, with the provisions at 73 crore rupees. Chambal Fort also put out its numbers. The profits were higher by 47% and the top line growth came in healthy at 1687 crores, higher by 24%. Strides Arcolab was in focus. In fact, the company did respond to a US FDA observation that it has received, saying that it continues to supply drugs to the US markets. But the markets didn't take into those statements and the counter was beaten in trade. Lupin was up and about as it got a tentative US FDA nod for one of its drugs, and you had Yes Bank, which increased the base rates and the counter suffered on account of that.